Hello. Hello, anybody home?
Shoot, I'm here.
Oh, hit your video device.
Oh.
Should be a little video thing down here. I may have an X through it or a line through it. If you hit that, the line will go away. There you are. Hey. You're up in the sunset. Look at that. Nice.
It's nice. It is nice.
Where are you?
North Carolina, East Coast.
Very nice. I'm in Connecticut, East Coast.
Nice.
But inside.
So, I'm guessing it's 6:59 there.
Yeah. Same with you, isn't it?
Yep. I got confused with the message before. I was on here like at 4 or something earlier. Because at the first post he was like,
"Oh my God, Ric Meyers!
Oh my God, John Lucanus!
Oh my God, this guys, thank you so much, Adam. Thank you guys for being here.
Hey.
Adam's still, man, he's a great mind. Look at that. He doesn't move. There we go.
Guys, Arachnite is not only a JFH cast member, but he's also a real life superhero. I'm sorry, we were using the wrong name over here, but you put it on your
This is the new fit.
Yeah, the Zoom name. So that's why I'm saying it. I know you wanted to keep it.
Wait a minute. You're a superhero. What are your powers? What superpowers do you have?
I fight people.
Then you're not a superhero. You are a supra-hero. I have to make this distinction.
So Arachnoid, Rick is an icon in the martial arts cinema world, and he's been a wonderful supporter of me personally for so many years. So it's great to have him here. We got Jet here too. Say hi. You got Rick and Adam.
Hey, buddy.
Arachnoid.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you want to see? I'll do a little slideshow.
Oh, hold on. Are you gonna do a slideshow?
No, I'm not. I was just gonna hold up my products.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna do a slideshow.
Great, you're looking good with the.
Yes, we named it yesterday.
Okay.
Saying, that's a ponytail or a pigtail. I say, no, it's not.
Oh, it's Anna.
Hello. Happy birthday, Jen.
Oh, thank you so much. Anna, you know Adam, and I think you know Rick too from my birthday party in New York from a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And
a little bit, I think.
You know Arachnoid from JFH, and Jet. Say hi to Anna. Anna's here. Look.
Hi, Anna. Hi, Dad. How are you? I'm good. Oh, it's so good to see you. I love that you have a J for a jet.
That's right. Or the J train.
The J train.
Somehow there's a Jet coming in too, so someone else named Jet is joining, which is great.
I'm going to be interested to see which Jet this is.
Oh, so actually, right after this, I'm jumping in an Uber to go and train with Jet Li's wushu coach on La Cienega. So that's going to be fun.
That's great.
I will get you the exact name too. But he's a buddy has wanted to train with him for a while, and I didn't realize who he was. I just thought he was a wushu coach on La Cienega. So very excited to train with him.
I think I know who it is, but I'll be curious to get his name to see which one of Jet's people it is.
Yeah, let me. I actually have the exact name here of the.
Can you see me?
It's this.
Top of your head.
It's Shaolin Wushu Center on La Cienega, 1647 La Cienega. So that's Shaolin Wushu Center. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Jet. You can see me? I mean, Jet.
I can see you.
Okay, boy.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jet boy. How's my little guy? Kisses for both
Mike,
of you.
thanks for joining.
Why is my name right there?
Hello, happy birthday.
Hey,
see nothing right
thanks
now,
for joining
Jen.
so much. So
Hey,
we
Jen, my
yes.
screen is black. What happened here?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Now I see you. Yeah, I see you.
Sensei Klaus. So we will start some actual training in a bit too. So that'll be great. We'll actually do something. Anna, thank you so much for that wonderful that your message on the WeFunder vouch was so weighted that I couldn't respond. I was like, I can't even think about this right now. So thank you for writing that. That was very, very powerful.
Very sincere. And,
Oh,
and thank you for having a birthday hours just simply dedicated to Tai Chi.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no, this is my favorite thing to share. You know that. So I have this is not a sponsorship, but I love this brand, which is Martial Luxury. So
I want to see Sensei Claus since I'm Kung Fu Santa.
You and Sensei Claus met at the Justice for Hire July 2019 shoot.
Yeah, I'm Sifu Claus. I'm not Sensei Claus.
I like to call him Klaus. Klaus.
I have to go put on my Kung Fu Santa shirt. I've got them in 3 different colors.
Rick, your sweater with the yin yang is truly lovely.
Well, it's not actually. It's an amateur job, but I am going to go put on my Kung Fu Santa shirt. So there.
Oh, amazing.
On Thursday, I've been doing Versus on YouTube, where we pit different films against each other, and I've been wearing the shirts for the genre. So last week I had my Godzilla shirts. This week I'm having my werewolf shirts, because we're doing 2 werewolf movies this Thursday.
Hold on, Rick. So you're live streaming on YouTube movies versus movies?
No, a friend of mine has had this show called Versus on Thursday nights on YouTube for a long time, and he just got me involved. So we a bunch of critics and reviewers compare these 2 similar films and decide which one they like the best. They brought me in for a Hard Boiled versus John Wick 2.
Oh wow!
I'll be right back.
Well, you share the link because I'm super interested in that. Love to see that.
Well, yeah. Well, my friend Ed Gross, who put me in his Star Wars and James Bond books, has now put me in his Gun Fu book, where I trace the history of Gun Fu, and we realized, tracing it back, that I coined the phrase. I was in Hong Kong the night Gun Fu was born, and I said it in English right after the movie showed. I had met John Woo earlier in the day, and I pointed at the screen and said, "That's not Kung Fu, that's Gun Fu." And then I wrote about it in Inside Kung Fu in all my books. I'm getting my shirt.
Okay, yeah, please post the link to that, because I'm like, that's too important. And we got Arthur, we got Mark, we got Guru. Thank you guys.
Is he there? I can't see him.
Look,
Happy birthday, Jen.
Hey man, love you, man. Miss you so much. We're always talking about you.
Likewise, sir. You're looking good.
Oh man, you know, we're just, it's just a lot of meditation and water.
Doing phenomenal things.
Arthur, can you see me then?
We can see you.
You see me?
Yes, we can. How are you?
How are you doing? How's your family?
Everyone's good, thank God.
How's that little grandchild?
Growing.
Oh, I'd love to see her. It must be beautiful.
I'll send you a picture.
Beautiful like your sister. And how's your mom and dad? Everybody's fine. Your brother?
Everybody's good.
Give everyone my regards. Miss you.
Cool. How are you? How's Jan? How's Jet?
Fine. I'm in New
Right
York.
over here.
Oh, hey, Jet.
Sorry to eat on the tree. Just got home.
Mark, Arthur is a dear buddy, and he's one of the key movers and shakers of the New York startup scene. He's involved in like everything.
Right now, all I want to be involved in is celebrating your birthday. Happy birthday!
Oh, man, well, let's do some Tai Chi. And anybody, I will say this too, like anybody who wants to, you know, that has a move or like a, you know, any particular training they want to share. Let's, you know, please just do this and let's do it. Apparently, Rick already has something. This is gonna be great.
I've been doing this exercise. I wanted to let you know also for that gun book, for a very singular movie, I created the term, in addition to Gun Fu, Gun Jutsu, there's also Qigong for one movie, Qigong. Can you guess what movie that is?
This is Hong Kong action cinema.
No, this is actually an American film, one of the classics, an Oscar-winning classic. It's the only Qigong movie ever made.
Sensei Claus. Do you have this?
Oh, his mic is off.
Okay. I feel like.
Say what?
Do you have the answer for this? Because I'm trying to figure out if I have the answer for this.
It's an Oscar-winning movie. It's one of the few movies where you can count every bullet, where you know where every bullet goes. That's why I call it Qigong.
Oh, hold on. Is this Tom Cruise's movie?
Nope.
My best guess is Butch Cassidy. I don't know what to tell you.
No, Butch Cassidy has too many bullets too. They're just shooting all over the place.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is an Oscar-winning movie.
Okay. Okay. Michael Mann, like Michael Mann and Tom Cruise.
Best supporting actor too.
Anybody else?
Anybody else want to guess what it is? The one and only Qigong movie so far? Unforgiven, Clint Eastwood.
Oh, wow.
All right, here's what I want to teach you. I was taught this in 2002 by a Qigong teacher, one of the few people I would ever call master. He certainly wouldn't call himself. And give you the backstory, it was my first year as Santa Claus, and I got sick 6 times in 6 weeks.
Wow.
And so, because this was so simple, so easy, I figured, like an American, I figured, oh, it can't possibly work the way they say it does. It does. It's called Peng Shui. It's also basically, when I do it, it's now called the penguin, because I look like a penguin when I do it. This is what happens. Let me see if I get the whole picture. Oh, I can do it sitting down.
I'm going to stand
up. You can do it sitting down. It is a foundational Qigong exercise that enhances your energy. I think I already taught you, Jen. That enhances your energy. If you can do it for a half hour, that would be best, but start with 10 minutes or start with any minutes at all. We would do it for 5 minutes. What you do is you stand up, you put your hands out, and again, with Qigong, you just let the Qi flow. You're not trying to force anything. There's no muscles and anger. It's relaxation, breathing, all the details you've learned from Tai Chi. Put the tongue at the top of the mouth, breathe deeply, decide which breath you want to take, whether you want the chest, the center, or even lower. And then once your arms are out, you're connected, your feet should be straight and shoulder width. And then just let your arms swing naturally. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5th swing, double dip your knees. Here we go. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double dip at the same speed as your arms. 2, 3, 4. Double dip. Do that. First 10 minutes, move your Qi throughout your body. Second 10 minutes, it goes to wherever it needs to go. Last 10 minutes, it heals whatever's going on, even if you don't know what. Since doing it, I have not been sick since.
So this is super interesting. I have to ask a detail on this because my family's Tai Chi Sifu, the Wu style Tai Chi Sifu, has my father doing this 3,000 times a day.
Oh,
the swing.
Yeah.
So and I researched it online, but you just gave very specific details, and I want to ask a little more questions.
Sure.
So you said for the first 10 minutes, so there's an intentional, are you visualizing any particular like flow or circulation?
Well, I always do. I mean, I've learned, my style of Kung Fu is mind, body, spirit, harmony. And the idea is, so I discovered the power of imagination. Imagination is not a fantasy. Imagination is using my mind to help myself. So I always picture everything. I create stories, I create intention. Another wonderful exercise to allow you, if your mind isn't open already, because my Kung Fu is open heart, open mind, open hand. One of the exercises that I love now in terms of intention is I get up every morning, I sit on the edge of the bed and I put my hands on my knees. Put my hands on my knees. And then I say, all right,
That strawberry frosting on it. You know what I'm talking about? Looks like a honey bun.
hand, feel your knee. Have your hand feel your knee. And wait until that happens in your mind. Wait until your hand is feeling, you can feel your knee with your hand. I'm using my right one right now to feel my knee. Then I say, knee, feel the hand. Then you want to feel your hand with your knee and distinguish between those two feelings. And do it with your other hand. And then since my feet are on the floor, I say, why not? Foot, feel the floor. And then I go floor, feel the foot. And I constantly, I do about 45 minutes of Qigong in the morning, about a half an hour at night. And now I have added intention and knowledge and sensation into all of it. I don't do anything without using not just my five senses, but all the senses of my five senses that I can find. And because I'm constantly reading my own mind and doing an internal exploration, whatever I find, I keep trying and I develop it more and more. And the happier and healthier I seem to get. I can't say what it'll do for you, but I can tell you what it did for me and what it is doing for me. So did that answer your question, Jan, or do I need to be more?
Oh, that was wonderful, and thank you so much for sharing that. And hi, Mike, son, I'm also happy you made it. I'd actually really appreciate if maybe Mark, everybody who doesn't already know Mark is a very experienced Tai Chi practitioner as well, who trains on a regular basis. He's also one of the advisors for Real World, our head legal counsel. Has really been supercharging our company. So super just grateful across the board for Mark in general, for everybody for being here. So thank you all. Mark, would you mind sharing a Tai Chi exercise with all of us, and we can train? My dad's here now, which is awesome too. So maybe he could share one after Mark. It'd be great. Have a nice Tai Chi share session.
Oh, wow, you're putting me on the spot.
On the spot.
Especially with all these expert practitioners here. Gosh, let me think of one. I'll tell you what. Let's skip me and come back to me.
Okay, so I'll go for one, and then maybe my dad can go afterward.
Okay.
Unless Dad, you're ready right now with an exercise. But it looks like his iPad screen is off. So I'll go for one now. And
Okay.
so let's palms on the side, tongue on the ceiling of the mouth. Imaginary string lift you from the top of the head. The body should feel like it's dangling from this imaginary string. So when you exhale, feel relaxation cascade down the body.
Thank the instructor for the demonstration. Now let's practice.
And tailbone drops down, knees soften, weights on the heels. Onto your belly, mouth closed, tongue on the ceiling of your mouth. And exhale, wash the breath down the arms to the palms and fingertips. You're going to inhale into the belly, giving the sensation of breathing a color or some form of visualization. You want to see, feel, and experience it, gathering in the belly. And when you exhale, see, feel, experience the breath washing down the arms to the palms and fingertips, about an inch or two beyond. This exercise is called Gilded Pillar. You want to soften all the.
This is a real B&H customer.
Exhale. She'll do it in a second. Jen is wondering why Grandma is not training right now. Inhale deep, exhale, hands.
I'm having dinner.
Inhale out, breath lifts the wrists, and exhale, wash the color through the palms and fingertips. Inhaling up, interlace the fingers above the head, exhaling down, knees soften. Inhaling up, palms facing the ceiling, stretching out of the shoulders, out of the hips onto the toes, exhaling down. Again, inhaling up. Exhale, push the color, wash it out to the palms and fingertips. Inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Widen the stance, shoulder length and a half apart, sitting. It's called half force stance. Tailbone drops again. Imaginary string lifts you up. Hollow fists rested right on your hips. Inhale to the belly, and everything pelvis rotates on the femur here, so the spine stays straight. Exhaling down. Weight on the heels. Inhale, breath pulls the body up, leaning back, eyes on the belly button. Exhaling down. Inhaling up, eyes on the belly button. Exhaling down. The breath should feel like a rope that you're climbing. Again, you're visualizing it coming in.
Little guy, go.
One more. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Reverse it, other direction. 4 times. Two more. And one more exercise, dropping the hands down. Inhale, breath lifts the wrists. Exhale, wash the color through the palms and fingertips. Inhale, gather hollow fists facing the ceiling. And exhale, pelvis rotates on the femur. The body a little closer. Chest will become parallel to the ground, eyes looking straight down. Elbows close to in front of the eyes. Straight line from the top of the head to the tailbone. So the tailbone points one wall or outside. Head points forward. Inhale into the belly. See the color gather. Exhale, wash the color down the legs into the ground. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, wash the color to the lungs, strengthening the lungs. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, wash the color down the arms to the palms and fingertips, strengthening them, softening them. Inhale into the belly and exhale, wash the color to the whole body, like a radar scanning the whole body, softening. Inhale, open the hands, and exhale, reach the hands through the legs, straight through the legs, uncrossing them, palms still facing the ceiling. If the back bends, lift the collarbone so it's flat like a table. Inhale to the belly. Exhale, wash the color down the legs. Into the belly. Keep the legs bent, knees bent. Exhale, wash the color into the lungs. With the intention of strengthening. Into the belly. Exhale, wash the color down the arms, the palms and fingertips. One more into the belly. Exhale, spread the color through the whole body. Strengthening the whole body. And softly drop the hands. Inhale, breath lifts the wrists lift the body. Exhale, wash the colors of the palms and fingertips. Inhale deep. Exhale, hands float down. And just shake the legs out after that. Shifting the one. Inhale, draw the color up the leg. You don't have to go too high, you can go lower, and you're going to kick the leg out, just shaking it out. But you're going to do a little more intentionally than just shaking. You're going to exhale, push the breath through the toes, and soften the muscle around the bone so the muscle feels like jello and helps the blood cascade down as you kick out and visualize the breath shooting to the tip of the toes. It's called a flash relaxation. Shift to the other side. Inhale, draw the color up the leg. Exhale, kick out, relaxing the muscle around the bone so it feels like jello. Letting the blood cascade down as the breath and the go in the same direction, all layered on top of each other. And that was me. Maybe Mark or Dad. Who's ready? Okay, my dad's ready, so let's go for it. All right, he's gonna unmute. It's gonna be great.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Thanks, Dad.
So I wanted to show you an exercise from the 12 Yang set. And it's one that I did early on in my study of Tai Chi, and it's called Old Man Rowing the Boat. What it will do is it will balance the yin and the yang energy in the body. So what you want to do is just get into a classic front stance. And what you want to do is you want to activate these three fingers and you want to connect them to the heart. And so what you want to do, I'm going to face you as I do this. And again, I'm in the a classic front stance. My hands are extended. And then I pull back and I'm rolling back. And I'm using these three fingers to push the heart back and down into the pelvis. And now I'm pulling my heart forward. I push it back. And again, I'm rolling back as I would in any Tai Chi form. And I'm going forward. Pushing back with those three fingers. And then pulling the heart forward. Rolling back. Coming forward. Rolling back. Coming forward. Rolling back. Coming forward. And then you would switch legs. Come forward. Push back. And you want to sink into the earth as you go back. Sink as you go back. And again, the fingers are pushing the heart back. And they're activated and bringing the heart forward. Pushing back. Coming forward. You want to switch legs again. And now you want to roll back, lure your opponent down, and then come forward, bring your hands in from the outside. Roll back, lure your opponent down, and come forward. Back. And to do it sideways, so you see that my arms are not very high. My fingers are not going above the shoulders. And you switch legs again. Again, you're rolling back, luring your opponent down, and then coming forward. Roll back, and use the fingers to draw the heart forward. In my early days of Tai Chi instruction, that was the only Qigong exercise that my master would have us do. And he got a lot of criticism for it in Chinatown because it's part of the 12 Yang set, and they didn't want him teaching that to Westerners. So that is my little birthday gift to you, Jan, and all your friends gathered here tonight.
Thanks so much, Dad.
You're welcome.
Mark?
Thank you.
Well, Dad, first of all, it's an honor and pleasure to meet you. You know, your son is just so wonderful. I wonder if I can put you on the spot. And would you share with us a little memory of the first day he was born?
Oh, wow.
When you first saw him, let me ask you this.
Not so
When
fast,
you
man.
first saw him, did he look like you? And did you have any idea that he would become the person that he is today?
I will tell you what I told his mother, that when he came out, he was doing what looked like the praying mantis.
He's a born natural.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's Classic. That's terrific. Well, thanks. Thank you for sharing that.
You're very welcome.
You know, I met Jan. I was doing a talk at a New York startup event, and this young kid comes up to me, is Jan, and we were talking about his startup, and somehow this conversation shifted to Tai Chi. And, you know, like a lot of people, I thought, okay, he's, you know, talking to me about martial arts, and I'm very interested in martial arts. So I talked to him about it, and I thought nothing of it. And he's so humble, but he did tell me, he kind of dropped a little hints that maybe he and his dad had been very involved in the New York Tai Chi scene. So I go back to my hotel room. I'm curious. I Google you guys, and was really surprised and pleasantly surprised to meet Jan and see who you are. And since then, we've been on a great journey.
Beautiful.
Well, Jan, since this is your, oh, Rick.
Yeah, before, I just wanted to say that if you look at the chat, I have put two links up to my teachers in Taiwan teaching Feng Shui. And you can see, watch the first one, the second one first and the first one second, but you can see how they do it in terms of relaxation and speed. Don't fight it, don't force it, let it flow. Don't go too fast, don't make it muscle driven, make it chi driven. Have the swing be natural, not energized.
Thank you. I just opened both windows. I'm going to watch it afterward.
Right.
Great. I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, the 10-minute one is the intro. The 30-minute one is, of course, is the full exercise.
Thank you. Yeah, I often only do them. When I do them, I've been doing it like 20 to 50 times in a week, and not the 3,000 times in a day that you know, the family seafood said to do, that I think Dad has achieved. So,
well, again, as my Qigong and Tai Chi teacher says, you don't want to overdo the Qi. If you do overdo the Qi, it's just like having too much of anything. You need to disappear the Qi and go into Shen, rather than just do it so much that you overwhelm your system. The whole idea is this is supposed to be a natural, healthful way, not a no pain, no gain, muscles, anger, and fist kind of way. It's not martial arts, it's Kung Fu. And Kung Fu, in my definition, is human achievement, not fighting. The only opponent you have is you.
totally agree.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing that, Rick. All right. Well, Jan, since it's your birthday, I'm going to accommodate your wish.
Thank you.
And I'm going to do something which I think incorporates modern technology and where we are with Zoom. I noticed, if I'm right, that if I do from my side, when I'm following you, for example, Jan, if you mirror me, it's the opposite, isn't it? Right?
So you have your right hand forward, so I have my right hand forward.
Okay, now, but if you mirror me, your left hand is forward.
Mirrored you, yes, I would have my left.
Okay, so for me, I'm going to go through a couple of movements. It's very easy for me because I'm going to do it the way that I've always done it. But for everybody else, if you mirror me, it'll be the opposite. So it will be very good for your brain because unless you're that level, Jan, you probably do Tai Chi, the Tai Chi backwards. So for you, it's probably not a challenge. But I'm just gonna do a couple movements, and then you follow me, but mirror me so that it's actually, you know, looks the same. Okay, so but before we do that, let's just I like to do this one simple exercise where I start in the same standing position that you do, Jan. But what I do is just to focus my mind, which wanders sometimes. I tighten up my palms of my hands and I press down and I tighten up the muscles in my arms and my shoulders, my back, and then I let go. And just feel relaxation in my palms. My palms feel very heavy. Okay, and then again, palms facing down, press down. Okay, and sometimes I also do this. I push the palms so they face back, again, pressing down. And then press down again. Tight muscles, tight shoulders. Pull the crown of the head up and then let go. And really, just like you always say, Jan, kind of focus on good posture. Pull the crown of the head up. Flatten out the back of the neck. Drop the tailbone. Relax the dantian. One more time. Press down. Palms down, pushing, press real tight, tight muscles, and let go. Okay. And then we can slowly raise our arms. I love the exercise you do, Jen, where you hug the tree. Okay, and now I'm just going to move and let the breath move me. I'm not going to go through any sequence. I'm just going to move. And you mirror me. And so, for example, you'll probably recognize the basic Qigong style brush knee. For you, it will be opposite. And grasp the bird's sparrow's tail. Blue. On. Press down. Push. Single whip. Raise hands. White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee again. Again. I'm going to brush knee on the other side. So for you, it's opposite. Try another single whip. Lady works a shuttle. I'm going facing forward. And second one. And back. Cross hands. And drop. That was fun. Everybody was so good following.
Thank you so much, Mark.
This is very
That's my birthday present to you, Jan.
Thank you so much. Oh, and Rami's here too. Hey, Sensei Claus, can you share any of the Russian Qigong, boxing Qigong that you shared with me? Have you been practicing that? Because that would be super interesting. I think everybody on here would be super interested in that.
Probably talking about Sistema, no?
You shared a book with me that was essentially Russian Qigong for boxers from like 1920.
Oh, that. No, that's Bob Fitzsimmons' book.
Okay.
So
If you have any exercises you could do, I invite you to share any exercise you'd like, but I'm super interested in that because I never dove into that book. Yeah.
So you want this in character, out of character? Because I saw Rick get his shirt, so I got mine on, but I get normal too.
You enjoy yourself, but in character or out of character is totally fine.
Okay, be right back. I'm gonna turn the lights
Put on
on.
your video, Sensei. Put on your video. We can't see your shirt.
Oh yeah, just want to interrupt. Be right back. My lights are off.
Hey, Rami, are you going to turn on your camera too?
Which one?
So Mark, once again, Rami, aka Hinton. Yeah, it's Hinton who left the Shaolin with me. God bless the USA Shaolin Temple. Even though got kicked out, it's good times.
Yeah, nice to see you, Hinton.
That's right. Okay, while we wait for Sensei Claus, let's do one exercise here. Let's go from the hugging the tree exercise. Seated, you're in your horse stance, half horse stance.
If you haven't been kicked out of a temple, I mean, are you even trying?
Thanks, Adam. Super encouraging word.
Are you trying to get kicked out?
I was kicked out, but that's another story. Inhale to the belly, exhale, turning a big wheel with just the waist. Inhaling up. Do it seated or standing. Exhaling just the waist. You're going to leave the hips behind. Feel the waist doing a nice massage on the organs. Inhaling back up. So it's almost like you're holding a barrel between the hands and exhale, dumping the barrel behind the hips. Inhaling back to center. Exhale. Eye on the middle finger of the top hand. Inhaling up. A very gentle inflation of the tricep as you inhale up, and exhale. The hand that's falling is as if it's gently holding on, pulling very, very gently. Inhaling up, gentle inflation of the tricep. Inhaling through these three fingers, index, middle finger, and thumb. Exhaling, pushing index, middle finger, and thumb, and hand falling down. Again, as you dump that barrel out. Inhaling up. Sensei Claus, whenever you come back on, let me know.
Oh yeah, just a sec.
Exhale. As you inhale, as the tricep inflates on the rising hand, the top hand gently pulls over. Exhale, as if the weight is dropping. The weight of the arm being added to this idea of the barrel, helping to roll it over. Inhaling back up. The spine should feel like a pillar here. And the whole body should feel like vines wrapped around the pillar. So that imaginary string with you from the top of the head. Even as the head turns, you feel the alignment. Inhaling up. From the side, the spine should feel very straight as you turn. Inhaling up. The shoulder blades disappear into the upper back so that you're not here, but here. Exhale, turning. Maintaining the shoulder blade in even as you turn. Sensei Claus, I'll wait for your camera to turn on. Inhaling up. Inhaling up.
Should be on.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, you called me out. What was I supposed to do?
Thanks, man.
Well, use your hair. You're what we know in the business as an FS.
I know I was in the business.
Well, you're not. You know what FS stands for?
Fake Santa?
Right.
There we go.
So I'm looking for the shirt. I don't want the fake face hair. Like wearing a mask.
He's what's known in the business.
Well, yes.
Fake Santa. My Batman voice.
So how many real Santas are there, though? That's the real question.
All you need to know is there's one.
One's enough, right?
There's only one, and he does kung fu.
So about what Jan was talking about, sometime maybe last year, I sent him a book called Physical Culture and Self-Defense by Bob Fitzsimmons. For those who don't know, Bob Fitzsimmons was a world, I think, heavyweight, lightweight, middleweight champion 100 years ago. And he was an Australian living in New York. But what's interesting is if you look at his book, which you can find for free in 2 seconds, it's great. Some of his breathing exercises really resemble a lot of Shaolin type Qigong methods. And I remember two off the top of my head. If you want more, then you want to check out Lessons in Wrestling and Physical Culture by Farmer Burns, which is a much longer book. It's more wrestling than boxing, but it's another good read. But yeah, two of the exercises in Fitzsimmons' book are very simple, very Qigong looking, and I enjoy them once in a while. First one is very basic, a lot like what we've been doing with the raising, only it's breath coordinated, where you just raise your arms up all the way, breathing in, far as you want to go. And here's the trick, is you do it in line with the breath. So inhale up, exhale down. And because I'm talking, I'm clearly not exhaling, but you get the general idea. Just a very simple, easy, anyone can do it. In fact, these are called schoolroom exercises because he meant them to be taught for children. Sorry, he meant them to be taught to children. So they're about as easy as this stuff gets, but there's value in controlling your breath. And I'm not sure how long we have. So the second one is very similar, only instead of going up straight, you stop halfway. Then you inhale, spread your chest as far as is comfortable. Palms can be down, back, whatever's easier for you. You inhale, then you exhale back. What I found this is really good for is if you're ever running, jumping rope, you're out of breath. Something like this can expand your chest, expand your lungs, and help you get back into pace.
Sensei Coach, are there any particular details when doing this in terms of visualization or body mechanic aside from go as far as you can?
Unfortunately, it's a bit more primitive than that. You know, a lot of cultures have things like this, but not always on the same degree. Like I said, these are called breathing exercises, which is in a sense Qigong, in a sense not Qigong. So when you get down to it, you can basically add anything you want to because it's a very simple framework. If you want to add a visualization or some such, you absolutely could. Personally, I like to count. Roughly a second, and ideally, what I have to go for is 1 rep per minute. So 30 seconds back, of course I'm going faster. Gonna go on my toes just so I'm a bit more in frame. And then back, another 30 seconds. Now, it takes a while, but what that does, more so than some Negung, is it helps you develop a more conscious control over your breathing. Because we all have lungs. We all know how to breathe faster, slower, stop, start, whatever. Yeah. We don't always get as good as that as we could. So using something that we're more consciously aware of, like our arms or hands and such, can help you educate your lungs, which are really the gateway to the rest of your, you might say, parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, yeah, Rick knows what I'm talking about. He's smiling. So I don't know how long we want to take on this because I don't know who else has something to go for. I now know how long we're going for. But like I've said, these books, they're free. They're very easily available. Physical Culture and Self-Defense by Bob Fitzsimmons. And the other one is Lessons in Physical.
Could
Sorry,
you drop?
what?
Can you drop the names in the chat so everybody? Because it looked like Mark was over there quickly writing it down. He was
Right.
that would be much appreciated. Is there? Would anyone else like to share an exercise?
I've got a couple more, but I also wanted to say that in terms of what is Qigong and what isn't Qigong, I have found that all martial arts and Kung Fu is the same. Human body, human mind, the world around it, the rest is money and ego.
Wow.
And we all learn, all humans have the same basic physiology and biology and psychology. So whatever is developed in whatever country is reflected, but it's all made for humans. So it depends on what speaks to you. But also, I'm not into fighting. I like Kung Fu, not martial arts.
Rick, I'd love for you if you would share another exercise with us. That'd be great.
All right. Yes, this is again my Kung Fu that I have developed. Because what Bruce Lee said, I still agree with, which is learn everything you can from everyone and everything you can, then make it your own. It's that last step that most people ignore. They life of Brian it. And they just say, we'll do whatever you say, Bruce, and we'll copy you. No, make it your own, because we're all different and we all have different sizes, shapes, ages, and temperaments. So you make it your own, you create your own Fu. Jan Fu, Rick Fu, Sensei Fu, Mark Fu, whatever. So here's the exercise. I'm never learning to hurt others. My Kung Fu is called Don't Hurt Yourself. It started as Don't Hurt Me. And so as Jet Li told me, again, I already quoted him, a Kung Fu student's only true opponent is themselves. So I'm not looking to learn how to put anybody down or knock anybody over. I was the Kung Fu consultant on the Kung Fu Panda movie. And at the end of that, I agree with him, which is you take their other aggressive energy and you return it to them. You learn how to do that. You don't use your own energy. And you never use this, because no matter how well you use this, you'll still hurt yourself in some way. Especially since there's so many other more smart, effective ways to deal with an aggression than to return the aggression in kind. Now, here we go. We stand up. Stand up, again, feet on the floor, straight, shoulder length. Now this is going to take, again, mind, body, spirit connection. Activate your forefingers. All you have to do is just activate them. It's mental as well as physical. And if you can do everything using just your chi, not your muscles, what we're trying to do here is tap into what one of my Tai Chi teachers calls the big chi. We are surrounded by chi. Chi is everywhere. Chi is inside of us. It's in the air. It's in the earth. It's everywhere. Wouldn't it be nice to tap into it whenever we need it? Because we can, because you notice you're not plugged into the wall. So how do you talk? How do you move? How do you think? You use the energy that's in you, but also everywhere. So now, when you activate your forefingers, see if you can feel energy, either yang energy from the earth, energy from the sky, or vice versa, entering into it. See if you can feel a fullness. See if you can feel even electricity if you're that tapped in. You start with your forefingers. And basically, when I started, the teacher recommended you activate your forefingers 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, it's mental as well as physical. And you want to do it using just your chi. And if you need to use your imagination, which I did, to tap into my chi and not my muscles, feel free if you can do it, which is I think about invisible strings going into the ground. I think of energy channeling into my fingers. One of the other suggestions of the teacher was to come up with your energy color, your favorite energy color. His was blue. I decided on green. So I imagine green streams of energy coming into my forefingers. At this point, basically when Jan was doing the holding the tree, it's very difficult. It's impossible for me to do that now without feeling the connection between my fingers. If I'm going to hold up my fingers like this in front of me, I'm going to feel the energy. And I'm going to ultimately feel the barrel too. Because at this point, when I have to stand up in a movie theater, which I prefer doing, I will sit in an invisible easy chair because I can feel the energy all around me. And I started by activating my forefingers. Okay, so you do activate your forefingers. The next thing you do, even before, to help tapping into the big chi, is become aware of what I call your footballs, which are the balls of your foot. For many years, many different Tai Chi teachers have discussed, some would say argue, what's the best way to stand? On the bubbling well, on the back of the foot, or the footballs, the balls of the feet. We have decided through experience and generalizations that if you can become aware of the balls of your foot and stand with it concentrating on the balls of your foot, that has been more effective for us, our group, the Tai Chi alchemy as we're called, to tap into the energy of the earth. Oh yeah, I put on my footballs and my forefingers are tingling. Yeah, that's a sign it's working. So all right, forefingers, footballs. Now we're getting into the crown of the head. You take that string from God. God is your marionette controller. You're the marionette. Let God pull up the crown of your head and then tuck in your chin in order to open up your jade pillow gate. Does everybody know where the jade pillow gate is? Basically the back of your head where your spine meets your bone. Yeah, very good, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Excellent job. So, all right, now do it all. Footballs, forefingers. Oh, I forgot the woo. Oh, I need the woo. The woo is even better. The woo is often a key. Does anybody know what the woo is? Elbows. Elbows. If you stretch with your hand, you're only as strong as your hand is. If you reach with your elbow, oh my gosh, the energy that's created was surprising even to me. So, all right, forefingers, footballs, elbows. And elbows, in many respects, is more mental than physical again. You become aware of your elbow. Reach with your elbow without moving your elbow. All chi driven. Crown of the head, open the jade pillow gate. At this point, as you practice this, and again, breathing, it's really good, but you can decide which breath, you can test which breath. Chest breath, stomach breath, dantian breath, or even lower. Test your breath, breathe in. Sometimes hold your breath and let the chi flow into your bone marrow. That works better when you're my age, when you have a beard, a real beard, Sensei, as long as mine. And letting the chi flow through your bone marrow is very helpful. But keep experimenting with that and see how much fullness you can feel, see how much energy you can feel. And if you feel a lot of it, if the fingers are tingling, if there's a fullness throughout your body, and you're getting really good at it, it's important that at the end of your session, it can be as long as you want it to be, as long as you feel it benefits you physically or mentally. At the end of the exercise, don't break your footballs, but take a deep breath. And as you take a deep breath, raise your hands. Let me sit down so you can see it. Raise your hands above. Now you take a deep breath and you hold it. And you bring your hands all the way up, and they're like this over your head. And as they make the connection above your head, breathe out and lower your hands slowly. What you're doing is disappearing the chi, because too much chi is not a good thing. You want to disappear the chi that you've built up to make way for energetic, healthful chi. And hopefully, if you add the mental aspect of turning shen at the end, which is no more damaging chi, all health, all happiness, all shen at the end, that's great. And at no time do you need to engage your muscles. Your muscles will be very grateful for a little relax, because I feel that many people use them unwisely, use them too much when it's not necessary. You want to power them. You want to help them. And I find this exercise, which I do, and you can do this all the time. I mean, you can also, again, tongue on the top of the palate against the top teeth, take a little tour through your body. Take a tour to all your chakras, to all your dantians. I don't think they're all called dantian. I think they're called something else yen. There's one opposite your sternum on your spine. There's one opposite your dantian on your spine. There's also one right here, that little gap under your nose. There's one under your lip. Take a tour. Keep in mind, one of the rules of don't hurt me or don't hurt yourself Kung Fu is treat yourself at least as well as that which you say you love the most. And two, you can't read any, this is important for everything, because Kung Fu to me is human achievement, so it's everything. You can't read anyone else's mind. You can read your own. So do so as much as you can. And I can tell you from personal experience, you think the universe is amazing, you think the universe is endless, inside your ship is equally amazing and is endless. And you will be, if you are open to it, you will be amazed at what you find in there, what you take care of in there. And again, be your best critic, your best friend, and your best boss. And you don't go in there and to fight with anybody. You don't go in there to compete with anybody. You go in there to treat yourself the way you should be treated, the way you should always be treated. Treat others the way you wish to be treated, but also treat yourself the way you should be treated. And all of it comes from that. Jan, this was going to be the message of the video we were trying to make for you, Jan. All elimination of hatred is starts with you. Go inside yourself, find your hatred, find out what you hate. And like a lost crying little child, take it in your arms and make friends with it. Make friends with your own death. Make friends with your judge you, your punisher you, your critic you. They're all in there waiting for you to be the good friend, the good boss, and the good critic by embracing this and collaborating them to make your life better.
Thank you so much, Rick, and thank you everybody for being here. It means so much to me to share time with each of you, and so it means a lot. So I love you guys, and thank you so much.
We love you too, Jan.
Man, thank you so much. Well, we've got this. Got a car coming to go and train with Jet Li's teacher. It's gonna be great.
Love you, Jan.
All righty.
And I sent you the whole history of Kung
Happy
Fu.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Jan.
Hey, kid.
You deserve it.
Happy birthday.
People I want to introduce personally to each other here, because it's so. But I will do that another time. But I thank you all. I love you guys, and have an amazing week. And we'll do more Tai Chi soon. You guys you probably see online how much Tai Chi that we do on Zoom. So you guys are always welcome to that. I love you.
Beautiful.
Guys.
Love you.
Thanks,
Happy
everybody.
birthday.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy, Jan.
Love you all.
Study physiology textbooks.
Thank you so much, Sensei Claus, for these books too, and for the links. Everybody, I'm gonna wait for a second just because anyone wants to pull these links. I'm gonna take a screenshot for this. It's some important stuff here. There we go. Oh, hey, Dimitri's been direct message. Love you guys. Yeah.